Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm bringing you another full wave of NASCAR Authentics diecast. This is wave 7. Now, before last week, I have never found an entire wave all at once, and that's why all my videos are just parts of waves, usually anywhere from 1 to 4 cars at most. Last week I found the entire wave 6 and a bonus drag racing car, so I had 9 last time. Today I found the entire wave 7, which is 8 cars. It's just weird how all this is all of a sudden coming at once. It took me 2 months to find wave 5. Then I found half of wave 5 2 weeks ago. Then last week I found all of wave 6, and this week I found all of wave 7. So it's just all coming at once. And apparently there's no wave 8 yet. Usually I'm used to like being 1 or 2 waves behind, because that's usually what the stores have. But now that I've opened myself up to a lot more Walmarts, they're a lot more updated over there apparently. I noticed Target stopped having diecast, at least the 2 that I've been to. The one here in town and the one right across the street from the Homestead Patriots, they both just stopped carrying diecast for some reason. I don't know if that's all Targets or what the deal is there. But yeah, basically, I'm still looking for half of wave 5 as well. I'm kind of getting nervous because it seems like all the stores are moving on so quickly, might I add. They're all moving on to like wave 6 and 7. I'm still looking for half of wave 5. And the one here in town by me, I checked today, had 1 wave 5, and it was one that I already had. So we'll see if I ever get the other half of wave 5. Anyway, I've talked for so long. Let's open up these 8 cars. Okay, so here they all are. All of wave 7. Like I said, it's just amazing that in the last 2 weeks I've been able to get waves in full and actually find them in full. And actually, last week it was all in one store. This week I found a new Walmart in Edison, found 6 of them there, then went to Watchung and got the other 2. And actually Watchung did have the entire wave in full, so I could have just gone there and gotten the whole thing, but went to Edison first. So technically I did get it from 2 different stores, but if I just went to Watchung, I could have just gotten them all at once. So let's start from the top left. First we have a Dale Jr. From 2017, I'm assuming. A Dale Jr. Hellmann's number 88, or maybe, I guess it is 2018. It has the new Xfinity logo. And what's interesting about this car is that if you look on the back of any of these, it says look for the Hellmann's liquid color chase piece. And I originally got all these cars. I went out to the parking lot, saw that, looked up what it meant. Then I had to go back and check, because I did notice that there was 2 different junior cars there, or not different, but 2 junior cars there, and it was actually the same. Basically, I looked it up. What it means is that there's only 888 of them worldwide that they produced that are this paint scheme, this exact car, but in chrome, and that's just a special thing. Like I said, there's less than 1,000 of them, 888. So I honestly doubt that I'll ever find one, but you never know. You never know. But like I said, I did have to go back and double check to make sure that that wasn't a chrome car, but it wasn't. It's just normal. So that's one of the cars. Next we have Brad Keselowski's Alliance Truck Parts car. Like most of his paint schemes, it's literally the same thing as it usually is. I don't know if there's ever been a hood like this before, because I know this car has been in previous waves before. But there's that. Next, we finally have a main paint scheme Geico car in a main NASCAR Authentics wave. Here's the magnet that goes along with it. And here's the Ty Dillon GEICO car. And I have not had a main paint scheme Geico car since Max Pappas. Fortunately, I'd rather this be a Casey Mears car, because in my opinion he's just more deserving of a ride than any of the Dillons are, but just my opinion. and it seems like a lot of other opinions as well. But yeah, nevertheless, cool paint scheme. Just wish Casey Mears was driving it still. Next we have Trevor Bayne. He is also a hood, and this is the Performance Parts motor oil car. And I'm not sure if Matt Kenseth ever ran this paint scheme as well this year. I feel like maybe he has, but at the same time, I'm not really sure. So this is the Trevor Bayne paint scheme. And yeah, that's that. Now we move on to Jamie McMurray car. Here's the magnet. What I like about McMurray's cars is that when he first started with this team, most of the paint schemes were always the same year in, year out. The last few years, they've been changing up the paint schemes. I have one from the McDonald's paint scheme from last year, sitting somewhere over there. Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't, but they've adopted the ways of changing up the paint scheme every year, and actually pretty significantly too. So it makes for some good die casts year in and year out. And McMurray's not going to be at this team next year, so we'll see what happens there. Maybe Kurt Busch, that's the rumor, but that's all rumor. So next we have Alex Bowman, who also has a magnet and has LLumar window film. And yeah, this is actually kind of a surprising one. I know it's popular because it's 88 and it's Bowman taking over for Junior, but this sponsor isn't really on it that much, so I said it's kind of a surprise to see it. And one thing I just noticed, the Goodyear, those are white. Goodyear's written in white instead of yellow for some reason on this one. This wasn't a Darlington car, I know that. Weird. So yeah, that's something with that. Next we have one with a card. This is a tribute to Robert Yates, who passed away last year at this. It's already been a year. Obviously the driver here is Stenhouse. You have all the facts and everything. And yeah, if you didn't really know much about the races, you might think that this is just a tribute car, not a real car. This car actually did race Darlington last year. So this is a number 28 Havoline Texaco throwback, which is one of the cars that Robert Yates owned. Had drivers with Davey Allison, Ricky Rudd. There's probably a lot more because I know there's several drivers. There's more that I'm just not thinking of. Have pictures of Yates all around the car. Or maybe it was some sort of throwback. Now that I think about it, it said he died in October. So probably wasn't Darlington, but I know this paint scheme did race at some point last year. So yeah, this is probably one of the coolest. And now we move over to a personal favorite of mine. I don't know about the favorite. I can't decide between this and this. But as a Truex fan, it is a really cool car. It is the championship raced version car from last year from Homestead. So that's pretty awesome to have. This is also a magnet. I think it's a magnet. It feels different almost. It's lighter, but maybe that's just because there's less. It's not as wide or whatever. It's smaller, but that's definitely a magnet, I think. And yeah, if you don't know what that is the sticker after you win a race, you put on your car. And as you can see, they're right there on the die cast. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wins for Truex last year. And yeah, has the green spoiler for Monster Energy. Anyone that's in the chase has that green spoiler, has the confetti. I don't know if he ever suffered any damage in this race, but that would be on there. Does he have any? Yeah, he does have some tape on the grill. The splitter is also green. I just love these race to use versions. They're pretty cool. I see a little bit of damage right there. That's kind of cool. And right here, you can see 4 for the final 4. They don't want to use Monster Energy on diecast, so it's literally just a number 4. And I actually forgot about some of the little sponsors that I picked up toward the end of last year, like Wix, and I actually didn't know about JW, but completely forgot about those. I think they're gone. They're both gone now. But yeah, anyways, that is all of Wave 7. Like I said, it's been a crazy couple of weeks in terms of finding these things. It took me 2 months to find Wave 5. Then in 3 weeks, I found 2.5 waves, plus a drag racing car from John Force. So yeah, as far as I know, this is the first time that I've ever been caught up to the waves. So first time I'm actually waiting for Wave 8 to come out. Like I said, I'm used to being 1 or 2 waves behind, but now I'm kind of caught up. The only thing I'm looking for is the other half of Wave 5. I hope that eventually comes out, like some store is left over somewhere. And yeah, and also I don't know if they're even still doing bonus waves. I haven't seen a bonus wave car in a while, but those are usually pretty sparse. So while I'm waiting for Wave 8 to come out, hopefully maybe there'll be a bonus wave at some point and I can get some of those. I've seen videos online of people like literally finding a whole bonus wave intact, which I have no idea how they've done that. They have to get really lucky. I feel lucky when I find 1 bonus wave car. I've only found 3, and 2 of them are repeats from other waves. The only one that's not is 83 Corey LaJoie Dustless Blasting car. But I've never found more than 1 at once. I don't know how people find entire bonus waves intact. Anyway, I'm just going to stop rambling. And yeah, I'm really glad I opened myself up to more Walmarts around the area of my college. There's 4 of them. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. And yeah, I don't know when the next diecast video will be, but I definitely have some videos for you this week, mostly baseball related. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you all later.